My name is Maunel Martija, and this has been Dave's of Our Lives.
Hey everybody, this is David Zafra here again with another one of my open mic journals. This week on Sunday I went to the Madhouse Comedy Club, where I spoke to Maunel Martija about some of the things that he's been doing with his comedy recently. How often do you try to switch around your material?
Every time, every week. Like, for example, I'll work on some ideas this week, right? And so I'll start working them on stage next week, right? And I'll try to work them throughout the entire week in the open mics till I realize that it works or it doesn't work, and then, but after a week of stage time, I'll know if it works or not, and I'll either throw it away or I'll put it up on the shelf. Then next week I'll come up with something new on the open mics, right? But when I have a booked show or something like that, then I'll go to that shelf of jokes and I'll pick out some and I'll plug them in. So
Yeah.
But I like to switch it up.
What was something that you did at the beginning of your doing the open mics that you realized wasn't working, you had to cut out of your act?
I tried to squeeze in 4 jokes in a 3-minute set. You know, like I would get up on stage and just boom, 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 start, and it was rushed. I was really rushing, not giving the audience the time to enjoy it and be part of them. So now I take my time. Like with women, at the beginning I would just, in and out, bam, 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 thank you, ma'am. And now I take my time and do the foreplay. Yes, it's the same.
Yeah.
Now I do more comedy because, it's easier to get on stage than to get on top of a girl for me at this time, especially with the crutches here. But so yeah, comedy, stand-up comedy is my mistress at the moment. What I'm doing is I'm making my jokes and my comedy be about myself and my point of view of things, which isn't necessarily Hispanic. There are some Hispanic points of view, but I'll can them, because it's been done, everything, to death, and I don't know. I mean, right now I just want to explore myself, then go for the easy jokes.
Monday, I went to Anchor Bar open mic in Orange County, which is run by Evan Cassidy. And then Tuesday, I went back to the Madhouse Comedy Club, where I had a discussion with James Lovejoy about his experiences running a show, a little bit of his thoughts about bringers. You run a comedy show, right?
I run 2 comedy shows.
What are they?
I run Jokes, Laughing, and other things of that nature. That's at the Madhouse. Do that one typically every 3 months or so. I would consider that the big show. And then I also run a monthly show at 7 Grand in North Park.
What's that one?
That one's called North Park Comedy Night.
Okay. How do you usually feel on show nights?
Show nights, how do I feel? Now, I'm a lot more confident now. I don't get the jitters like I used to. It depends. If there's a big crowd, I think my nerves are actually less than when there's like 4 people in the audience.
Do you usually stressed out when you think that people aren't going to be there?
That stresses me out probably the most.
Yeah.
When I think no one's going to show up, that's pretty stressful, especially if I'm on the show and it's my show. That's pretty terrifying.
Well, you don't make your performers bring people?
No, I am so anti bring your shows. It's crazy. I think it's the promoter's job. I think it's on them.
Yeah.
I realize that bringer shows are a necessary evil for comedy. It gets people stage time that might not be able to get stage time otherwise. But personally, I hate them, and I don't do them. I don't run them. I don't want anything to do with them.
What do you think is the problem with them?
Some people run their bringer shows where if you don't bring what he considers enough, you get almost no stage time. And it makes it really hard to prepare a set when you don't even know how much time you're going to be doing. And that's one of my biggest problems with it. Another big problem I have is I just feel like if you're going to go out there and promote shows, you should go out there and promote shows, not rely just on the comics. As a comic, it's super hard to get people to come out, especially if you're performing like I do personally. I perform, maybe 4 times a month on booked shows. You can't get all your friends to come to every show, and none of us have a following. Anybody that would be on a bringer show doesn't have a following yet, and it's just really hard to get people to come out.
Would you rather, like, you're saying that some people is like the only place that they can get stage time? Do you think that maybe those people who just really work hard and try to get onto regular shows?
Yes, that's what I did. That's what my good friend Tim did. That's what most of the people now that are on big shows who are funny consistently, those guys worked hard and just got booked on shows. Open mics are important for that. You gotta grind at open mics, even though it's a pain. That's how you do it. I mean, that's how I would recommend doing it. That's how I think all the successful people do it.
If you had somebody that wanted to be on one of your shows and they said they would bring 10 people, would you put them on the show?
Not if they're not funny.
Yeah.
I care way more about my lineup than 10 people showing up to a show.
Yeah.
My worst experience running a show would most definitely have to be one of my jokes, laughing, and other things of that nature. One of those shows, Tim and I will do 15 to 20 minutes on that show that we put on. And the second one we ever did, I did terribly. I had gotten drunk all day long like an idiot, and I performed terribly. And it was, it wasn't a bomb, but it was pretty damn close to just being a bomb set. And that was the worst because everyone, it's your show. You have to be even funnier. And it wasn't. I wasn't. And getting sympathy, the sympathy, oh, that was good. Yeah. You can tell. So that would probably be definitely my worst experience so far.
For sure. Well, everybody, that's all I have for now. I will see you again next week. On February 23rd, I have Davis of Our Lives. So if there's any comedians watching that want to make it out to that, open mic sign-up start at 6:30. And last time they filled it pretty quick. So thank you. I'll see you guys next week.